Hello, students. Today's lecture will be about the backwards planning model, also known as BAM. The first step is to identify the desired learning goals of your students. As the educator, you need to ask yourself, what are the procedural habits students need in addition to the conceptual understandings that they need in order to achieve mastery? First, we need to ensure that we understand the difference between procedural and conceptual. The procedural is the how, the actual steps, procedures, representations, and actual habits students are using. For example, picking up a pencil and annotating a narrative text in order to determine the character's perspective, or using a highlighter tool on a computer screen. The conceptual is the why, the actual ideas students are learning. An example of this would be students accurately identifying the character's perspective, but using relevant evidence, such as character actions and dialogue. That is what shows mastery. Step 2, determine acceptable evidence. Ask yourself, how will you know if students have achieved the desired results that you identify? And then this is where, as educators, we design or revise our formative and summative assessments to meet the learning goals of our students. Next is our third step, where we plan our instruction. We need to ask ourselves what learning activities and instruction will lead to the desired results. And this is where, as educators, it's super important for us to remember that our learning activities and our lessons must be built up towards the assessment and the learning goals. And finally, our summary for today's lecture. Remembering all of the steps. Step 1, identifying the results. Step 2, determining the evidence. And step 3, planning instruction. Please note that identifying the results means thinking about learning goals, the evidence is about the assessment, and instruction is all about the teaching methods. Now let's look ahead. Our next lecture will be about a specific fourth grade ELA standard, RL 4.3, all about analyzing characters. And so in our next lecture, we are going to discuss the procedural habits, conceptual understandings needed for this specific standard, and determine the student learning goals for this unit. Thank you.